don't go away. There's more to come in my first ever Portathon Portal Marathon. Aren't you supposed to be dead? I'm a f***ing puppet.
This is Philip Ross. This is Henry Radiman, opposing leaders in a deadly global struggle on the distant planet of Ruby Ka. Only one person can tip the scales in this epic conflict, you. Today on Portal, the story of Anarchy Online. Hi, I'm Dave, and this is Portal.
Hello.
And that is Val. From this communication center, we explore virtual realities. Today, we're going to start off by continuing our look at a world caught in turmoil, the world of Anarchy Online, Ruby Ka. Val?
Stand by for planetary map, Dave.
Now, technically, this planet is owned by a corporation known as Omnitech. They offer jobs and security to anyone who's willing to work for them and live by their rules. Conversely, we have the clans, a loose-knit group who have settled in the non-terraform regions of the globe here to the north. Clans see things differently. They want freedom from omni-control. Thus, a war has begun between the two factions. The final outcome of this struggle, which is far from over, will be decided by the citizens of Ruby Ka. Val, any news on the war today?
It appears there has been no change in the past several hours, Dave.
Okay, this is where you come in. When you join the world of Anarchy Online, you have a choice. You can either ignore politics and go about your daily business, or you can become directly involved in the fight. It's up to you. There are free downloadable movies that'll get you up to speed on the state of this conflict, and we'll tell you where to get them in a minute. But first, let's take a look. Val?
This is where I began my journey, where humanity began its journey. Our perspective was narrow. We thought we knew everything. Happy or not, we were safe from the darkness. But sooner or later, humanity had to stop crawling and start walking. We had to explore. We had to lift stones, cross bridges, climb mountains, test the limits of our reality. We had to brave the unknown. We had to make ourselves noticed. So we ended up here, on the very fringes of where our technology will ever take us. This far, and no farther. Ruby Ka.
Is that a chessboard?
Yes. Do you play?
Often. Pawn to c4.
Knight to f6.
I hope the future of our planet isn't a game to you.
It's all about politics, isn't it? There's no right, wrong. The game could go either way. Right now, there is balance.
The balance always shifts.
I would like us to play for a stalemate.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. There will be no peace until this planet is clean of the Omnitech scourge. Omnitech is guilty for their slavery and cruelty. The clans are guilty for being collaborators in the treacherous peace talks and for giving in to propaganda. The neutrals are guilty for their cowardly refusal to help fight the oppressors. There are no innocents.
You can find these episodes in their entirety on Anarchy Online's official website. That's linked on our own website, g4tv.com/portal.
Dave, Trish is now standing by with her report.
Yes, she mentioned she'd have a piece for us. Here's Portal's very own community reporter, Trish Lewis.
Thank you, David. Let's take a couple moments to talk about the living arrangements here in Ruby Ka. As you may already know, every person who comes to Ruby Ka is offered the chance to take up residence in a free apartment. Not all apartments are created equal, however. It's all about location, location, location. For example, who would ever conceive of taking an apartment in the Northlands? The clan cities are not only questionable in terms of safety, but they're usually more functional than they are aesthetically pleasing. The neutral territories seem to suffer from the same problems. Sometimes it seems as if these buildings aren't even kept up. No, there's only two places to really live on Ruby Ka. The first is Omni's entertainment district. This is definitely the party capital of the world. Just make sure you stay away from the red lights, if you get my drift. But the truly bestest place to live on all the planet is Rome. Just look at how beautiful the city is at night. These apartments are just a short walk away from Rome's gorgeous Central Park and are quite fashionable. But like some women say about their men, it's what's on the inside that counts. Ruby Ka's shops and boutiques offer a tremendous variety of home decor. With the right expertise, an apartment can end up looking something like this. While without proper guidance, your apartment might seem like an Aatrox did your decorating. But that's why there are people like Calgo McGee who...
Now, Trish, wait a second. That's not fair. I'm sure there's a lot of Aatroxes out there that have done a fine job setting up a cool pad.
Certainly, David, but there is a reason for interior decorators. And I'd bet that no Aatrox or human can do up an apartment like interior decorator Calgo McGee.
All right, Trish, thanks for the report. Val, please post a contest on our website. I want to prove Trish wrong. The best decorated apartment contest in Anarchy Online. If you can make your apartment look better than Calgore what's-his-name, we'll send Trish to do a story on your place in a future episode.
Certainly, Dave. The contest will be uploaded in a matter of minutes.
Excellent. Check out g4tv.com/portal for details on how you can enter. Coming up next, more Anarchy Online and the Asheron's Call sequel.
There's the place Omni officials fight to keep a secret.
Val, some people are just chickens.
Chickens?
Yes, Val, chickens.
Please tell us what's happening here.
What's happening here is I'm about to go kick some ass.
Completely aware of what Pokken has been through. I mean, 10 years in the Forest of Fury, that would put anybody on edge.
Disoriented, confused, and haunted by painful memories, Pokken struggles to adapt to his new position as G4 stage manager. This portion of G4 TV has been brought to you by Pringles. Once you pop, you can't see.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Portal. As you can see from this map, the planet of Ruby Ka is immense. However, one of the cool things about Anarchy is that it provides more transportation options to help you get around than in any other online world.
Uploading transportation demonstration, Dave.
Let's check out the many choices that a person has for exploring Ruby Ka.
First of all, there's the most obvious option, running. But don't be fooled, this is a better choice than you'd think. A person can actually devote some of the experience he's earned toward building up his run speed. The more powerful you get, the faster you can hightail it. Also, you can obtain bionic implants in your body to make you move faster. And there are nanotechnology programs which will help you to reach high speeds as well. Next, transforming. Certain character classes can mutate their bodies into other forms, increasing their ability to get around quickly. For example, this adventurer can transform into a sparrow. Moving on, we have vehicles. Spend your experience points in these categories, and you can buy and operate all kinds of different vehicles, land, sea, and even air. The ultimate prize, the much sought after Yamaha XL, which can fly over the landscape at ridiculous speeds. In Ruby Ka, owning one isn't just a massive convenience, but also a status symbol, as they'll cost you an absolute fortune. For traveling vast distances in the blink of an eye, there's the Wampa system. The Wampas are teleportation tunnels that link major cities and key locations. They're rumored to be named after the sound they make when used. There are actually several different networks of Wampas, and you can find a link to this Wampa map on our website. Finally, the very best means of ultimate access in Ruby Ka, the grid. Using the grid is essentially like sending yourself through a phone line. There are grid access terminals all across the planet, but the downside is that you have to develop a high computer literacy skill to use them. Once you're inside the grid, simply run to the exit terminal you want to hit and you're there. As you can see, with a well-rounded mix of transportation skills, a powerful character can get anywhere on Ruby Ka in a matter of minutes.
Our field reporter Mike Burns is standing by now with a closer look at key Omni cities, as well as some of the less pleasing areas of Omni territory. Mike?
Thank you, Dave. Ruby Ka is indeed home to many majestic Omni cities. Not only is there Rome and Omni 1 with her legendary entertainment district, home to the world-famous Baboon's nightclub. But there's also Omni's vital trade district, Galloway Castle, Harry's trading post, 4 Holes, and the 2HO outpost. But the regions of Omni territory that the corporation would rather you not see lie outside the city gates. Pool, where the giant moss-covered pyramids provide one of the greatest mysteries on the planet. It would be a truly amazing place to visit, if not for the uncontrolled groups of deadly mantees that wander the area. The Nature Reserve, also in Galloway County. Cross this fence and you'll find some of the most vicious, man-eating plants in all the galaxy. Hammer Falls, a breathtaking waterfall whose beauty has been overshadowed by the lethal creatures that roam this area. The only thing bigger than these spiders might be these gulfs found here in Gulf's Bluff in Stret West Bank. And then there's the place Omni officials fight to keep a secret, the Mutant Camp. Rumor has it that the nightmares which walk these plains were the result of a failed laboratory experiment by Omni scientists. Don't think for a second that you'll find safety in Omni's waters either. Omni territories are an exciting yet perilous place to visit, but for those seeking a moment's peace, I would caution them, you won't find it here.
Thank you for that, Mike. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have a little surprise for us, don't you?
That's correct, Dave.
Go ahead and tell us where you're standing.
Currently, I'm standing in the Game Master's staging area. This is a part of Ruby Ka that no average citizen has ever laid eyes on before.
Correct. But of course, Portal got you there.
That's right, Dave. This is a strictly private area where the Game Masters, who are essentially the gods of Ruby Ka, you can see them in the background there, meet to discuss amongst themselves in secrecy any situations that might merit such an important exchange. As you'll also notice, there are stores on the other side of me here. Essentially, any item that exists in all of Ruby Ka can be generated by one of these stores, for use by the Game Masters, known also as GMs.
Now, Mike, can we get a word with one of these GMs?
Certainly, Dave. A few of them have indeed agreed to speak with us. Excuse me, sir. Can you please give us your thoughts on this staging area? Even those such as us need a place to call our home. That is what we find here. Home. And you, sir, your feelings on this secret place?
I have no feelings. You must leave now.
Very good, thank you. As you can see, Dave, this staging area is a highly important and highly covert location. A place where the fates of thousands rest on the shoulders of this small group of virtual deities. This is Mike Burns reporting for Portal.
Thank you, Mike. Val, is Sandra ready?
She's standing by, Dave.
Perfect. We now have another one of our reporters, Sandra Simmons, standing by with a story in Asheron's Call. Val, please take us into the Black Spawn Den.
Thank you, Dave. This is Sandra Simmons. I'm in one of the 3 known Black Spawn dens in Asheron's Call. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, Asheron's Call is essentially a fantasy kingdom which suffers from a severe case of wizard spells gone bad. This entire kingdom is overrun by monsters, and this dungeon is the perfect place to illustrate that point. I'm yelling right now because a few feet behind me, deeper into this dungeon, there is literally a war going on between armored tuskers and a group of adventurers. I have with me right now Angry Axe, who's about to jump into the fray. Angry?
Yeah?
Please tell us what's happening here.
What's happening here is I'm about to go kick some ass. I found all over the kingdom here these sturdy iron keys. Now you get to the bottom of this place, past the Tuskas and the Verindi, down to the end of the last level, you know? And you'll find a bunch of chests down there that you can open with these here keys. There's all kinds of crazy crap in them.
What kind of things?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all kinds of crap. Weapons, magic pants. It depends on how lucky you're feeling.
And is it worth the risk to make it to the bottom?
You tell me. Ask the guy behind you.
Sandra! Sandra, are you there?
I'm sorry, Dave. Sandra appears to be dead.
She was a courageous woman, you know. She'd do anything to get the story. Unlike some people, Val, some people are just chickens.
Chickens?
Yes, Val, chickens. Remember the last time I visited EverQuest?
Why, hello there, fellow adventurers.
Hello.
Hi.
I noticed the two of you standing here, and I also noticed that creature off in the trees. I propose that if the three of us work together as a group, we could defeat him in battle.
Nah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, we'll just keep hunting rats.
But what's the point of being an online warrior if you're afraid to have fun and take risks?
You go for it, dude.
Yeah, we'll watch you die.
Chickens.
You see my point here? Why go online if you're not going to take on the challenges that await you there? These worlds exist so you can experience high adventure. So for those of you chickens out there who spend all your time hunting monsters 5 levels beneath you, let Sandra Simmons serve as an example of true bravery. Shame on you.
You might be walking into a death trap.
Okay, something really cool to report today.
Hang on, I'm a little busy. I'm on a quest.
We're back, Dave.
Good, because I've got something big to discuss. The future.
Which future, Dave?
The future of Dareth. Hundreds of years into the future, in fact. The Asheron's Call sequel. Let's show them what we've uncovered. Now, the new Dareth is quite different from the original. A centuries-long war between 3 powerful entities has torn the kingdom apart. It'll be up to us to rebuild the kingdom. In this new land, you'll not only be able to do so as a human, but also as a Lugian or Tumarok, well-known adversaries from the Dareth of old. There'll be returning favorites and countless novel threats as well. And be prepared to experience fast and furious combat and magic systems like you've never ever seen in a virtual world before. We'll have more on AC2 in future transmissions.
Shall I upload your group dynamics demonstration, Dave?
You're on top of it, Val. I've got some basic advice here for newcomers. Anyone that's ever spent 10 minutes as part of an online group has heard of the term pulling. It's a simple concept, but one that's vital to understand. Look.
It's about controlling the battle. When a group is out hunting, the dumbest thing they can do is to move to their target. Because you don't know what's lurking around the next bend. You might be walking into a death trap. The smart way to fight is to completely secure a piece of ground, then draw the monsters to you on your terms, in a controlled fashion. You do this with one designated pre-assigned puller, usually the person with the best ranged attack, like a ranger. That way, you have monsters coming from one direction at a time, and hopefully only one at a time. At the very least, you'll only have to worry about taking on small groups. This way, you don't get mobbed and end up suffering an unnecessary death. This is probably the most basic online battle tactic in the book, and it's a must for the newbie to understand.
Dave, I'm receiving some information from our primary uplink.
Awesome. Thank you, Val. Cool. Something really cool to report today. If you've been watching our continuing coverage of Anarchy Online, and you've been playing around with the concept of jumping into the fray, now is the perfect time. Brand new on the shelves, the Anarchy Online Special Edition. It includes a full version of the game, updated with all patches, a PDF file of the Anarchy Online novel, Profit Without Honor, the game's soundtrack, all the Anarchy Online episodic movies, a newer, richer, more detailed map of Rubicon, and a suggested retail price of $19.95. Plus, keep in mind that your first month of adventuring in Rubicon is free. It's an amazing value. If you're not already experiencing Rubicon, this special edition is a must. Okay, let's check our email. Anything interesting, Val?
Yes, Dave. I'm bringing it up now.
Okay. Dear Portal, for people outside the United States, are you including us? I'm curious because I'm in London, even though most of my Asheron's Call clan is in America. That's the cool thing about virtual worlds, meeting people you normally wouldn't. Signed, Sid. Sid, Portal completely understands the importance of the global online community. Your American clanmates who are watching should pass along this word to all their international friends. Through our quest and our website, g4tv.com/portal, we absolutely want you to be a part of the fun.
We have the Portal Drifter now, Dave.
Okay, we've met the Drifter once before here on Portal. He's the virtual hero who will be adventuring with you online. Drifter, are you there?
Hang on, I'm a little busy.
I'm on a quest. I can't stop for long. I heard you lost Sandra Simmons. She was a good woman. Tell her family I'm sorry. And that scumbag who watched that Tusker kill her is going down.
Drifter, wait, I have a question.
I'm sorry, Dave. We're out of time for today.
Or whatever. We'll log on to g4tv.com/portal to find out how to reach us, and for links to all of today's worlds. We'll see you next time on Portal. Hope you enjoyed the transmission. Take it easy.